Ever wondered what it would be like if an entire island were overrun by goats? If you're finding it hard to picture, let's take a little trip to Alicudi, a small Italian island that is currently experiencing this very phenomenon. Alicudi is not your typical Italian getaway. It's a place where the clatter of hooves on cobblestones is a more common sound than the hum of cars. The island's population of 600 goats vastly outnumbers its 100 human residents, creating a rather peculiar 6:1 ratio. Now, one might think having a goat for every 6 inhabitants would be quite charming, and it is to an extent. But the goats of Alicudi are not just frolicking in the fields and hills. They've turned into somewhat of a nuisance, causing a series of issues that the island's human population has to deal with on a daily basis. The goats, with their insatiable appetite, have been wreaking havoc on the island's gardens, turning lush green spaces into their personal dining rooms. What's more, their sense of boundaries seems to be a bit off, as they've been encroaching on residential areas, much to the dismay of the inhabitants. This isn't a case of a few stray goats nibbling on a flower or two. This is an all-out goat invasion, with herds of them freely roaming the streets, taking over public spaces, and turning Alicudi into their own goat paradise. Imagine waking up to find a herd of goats munching on your front garden every day. It's a reality for the inhabitants of Alicudi, and as we'll see in the next scenes, it's a situation that required an innovative solution. You might be asking yourself, how did this even happen? Well, let's dive into the history and facts behind the goat overpopulation on the Italian island of Alicudi. The story begins with a few goats, introduced by the island's inhabitants for farming purposes. Over time, these humble few multiplied, and before long, the island was teeming with these agile, four-legged creatures. The absence of natural predators on Alicudi provided the perfect environment for the goats to flourish. And flourish they did, with their population growing exponentially. In a twist of irony, the goats that once served the people became their competitors, outnumbering the human population 6-1. But how did the goats manage to overtake the humans so rapidly? The answer lies in their reproductive capabilities. A single female goat, or doe, can produce up to 2 kids every year. With the absence of predators and the island's favorable conditions, the goat population saw a rapid increase. This overpopulation wasn't just a simple case of too many goats, but it had a far-reaching impact on Alicudi's ecosystem and infrastructure. Goats, being notorious grazers, began to strip the island of its vegetation. This led to soil erosion, damaging the island's natural beauty and disrupting its ecological balance. The goats didn't stop at the flora. They also encroached upon residential areas, damaging gardens and other properties. The infrastructure on Alicudi was simply not prepared to handle this invasion. Despite the challenges, the people of Alicudi, resilient as they are, found ways to coexist with the goats. But the strain on the island's resources and the disruption to daily life was undeniable. So, as we can see, the goat overpopulation on Alicudi wasn't a sudden event, but a gradual process fueled by the absence of natural predators and the goats' high reproduction rate. It's not just the humans that are feeling the brunt of this invasion, but the island's ecosystem too. As we move forward, it's clear that a sustainable solution is needed to restore balance to Alicudi. Faced with this peculiar predicament, the island's mayor has come up with an equally unique solution. Meet Mayor Riccardo Gullo, a man with a mission to save the beautiful island of Alicudi from its charming, if somewhat intrusive, goat population. In a bid to restore balance, Mayor Gullo has initiated the Adopt a Goat program. A program as interesting as it sounds. It's an open invitation to individuals interested in sharing their lives with a goat, or perhaps 2. And the best part, these goats are free to a good home, but don't be mistaken, this isn't a case of first come, first serve. Each potential adopter is thoroughly vetted. The process ensures that these goats, who've spent their lives roaming the rugged terrains of Alicudi, will be well cared for in their new homes. It's not just about finding a solution to the overpopulation issue, it's about finding the right solution. And for Mayor Gullo, that means ensuring each goat is destined for a happy life. The Adopt a Goat program is more than a novel idea. It's a testament to Mayor Gullo's commitment to animal rights. This initiative, born out of necessity, has become a beacon of hope for Alicudi's goat population. It's a chance for these goats to continue their lives in a new environment, without causing undue strain on the island's ecosystem or its human inhabitants. Mayor Gullo's vision doesn't stop with Alicudi. He's considering expanding the Adopt a Goat program to other islands in the Aeolian archipelago, tackling overpopulation 1 goat at a time. The Adopt a Goat initiative is a heartwarming example of how innovative solutions can address environmental challenges while respecting animal rights. It's a story of balance, of cohabitation, and of a mayor's love for his island and its unexpected goat inhabitants. And just like that, Alicudi's goats are finding new homes and possibly greener pastures. Now you might be wondering what's next for Alicudi. Well, let's delve into that. The small but mighty island of Alicudi is not backing down from the challenge of its unruly goat population. With the Adopt a Goat program underway, Alicudi's mayor, Ricardo Gullo, is looking to the future, with a vision that extends beyond the island's rocky shores. You see, the goat problem isn't confined to Alicudi alone. Other islands in the Aeolian archipelago are also grappling with an influx of these adorable yet destructive creatures. So, Gullo is considering expanding the adoption program to these islands as well. A move that could potentially save countless gardens from the nibbling jaws of roaming goats and give the goats themselves a chance at a better life. But this is just one piece of a larger puzzle. To truly restore the balance, Alicudi is also focusing on its ecosystem. The island is exploring ways to control the goat population in a humane and sustainable manner to prevent overgrazing and preserve the island's unique flora and fauna. Every initiative put forth is with an eye on the future, ensuring that Alicudi remains a paradise for both its human inhabitants and its wildlife. Moreover, the island is also considering ways to turn this challenge into an opportunity, perhaps by promoting ecotourism, inviting nature enthusiasts to witness firsthand the island's efforts to restore its natural beauty, or maybe by encouraging research, allowing scientists to study the effects of overpopulation on small island ecosystems. Indeed, the journey ahead is not a straightforward one. Alicudi is set to navigate through challenges and opportunities, steering its course with determination and ingenuity. While the goats have certainly made their mark, Alicudi is determined to reclaim its land and restore balance. So, what can we learn from Alicudi's goat situation? Alicudi's goat invasion is a clear example of the delicate balance between humans and wildlife, a balance that can easily tip if not adequately managed. The overpopulation of goats on this small Italian island has not only caused a disruption to daily life, but also highlighted the importance of wildlife management and the need for innovative and humane solutions. The Adopt a Goat initiative by Mayor Ricardo Gullo is a testament to this. It demonstrates how a seemingly overwhelming problem can be tackled with creativity and compassion. It shows us that it's possible to address animal overpopulation without resorting to harmful methods, and it underlines the significance of ensuring that animals are treated with respect and dignity, even in challenging circumstances. Moreover, the Alicudi goat invasion has also brought unexpected attention to this relatively unknown island. It's a reminder that even the most unlikely situations can turn into opportunities. Who knows? Some of the goats might even find new homes thanks to the increased interest in the island. Additionally, the island's unique predicament could potentially stimulate tourism, as people become curious about the place where goats outnumber humans 6-1. Alicudi's goat situation has also sparked broader discussions about our relationship with nature. It's a reminder that we share this world with a multitude of species, each playing their role in the ecosystem. As we continue to encroach upon natural habitats, we must be mindful of our impact and strive to coexist harmoniously with the wildlife around us. In the end, Alicudi's goats may have caused a bit of chaos, but they've also sparked a fascinating conversation about our relationship with nature.